deep down, bananas have it out for you.
Oh, I didn't even hear you sneak in.
Here I am, looking scary still, but that'll get better.
Scary from what?
Got my lips done, and there's like yesterday.
Oh, I think they look good. I noticed they were fuller, but I didn't think you looked like you got stung by a bee.
Thank you. It was interesting trying to sleep last night. That was the first I've ever experienced that.
Why? Give me the tea, because I'm retarded when it comes to.
My like just my bottom lip was like fucking pulsing. And then of course, like if you lay on your side or try to lay, I'm a like side or stomach sleeper. So it was just like the pressure of
Stop.
it.
Stop. Stomach. What are you, a toddler?
So you're gonna laugh at this one. I used to have really, really bad night terrors as a kid and was like petrified
That's not funny. That's
to
fucking
sleep,
sad.
sleep alone. Like my mom tried to like would sleep at the end of my bed. I'd sneak out of my bed, like all of these things because I was afraid to be
Dude, I
alone.
did too. Would you sleep at the foot of their bed like a dog?
Oh yeah, in
Dude, I
between
did that
the
too.
parents, at the foot of the
Yeah.
bed. But eventually, I don't know why I came up with this thought. I was like, okay, well, if I sleep on my stomach and someone breaks into my house in the middle of the night or shoots or stabs me, they can't get to my heart because I'm on my stomach and
Bitch, you're
I'll
like a cat. You're like loafing it. You're just like on your stomach.
and I'll live. And like I thought that for like the longest time as like from a child to like early teens. So it was just like became a habit of how I sleep. So yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I used to sleepwalk as a kid and
Oh,
also have like
you.
issues with like separation anxiety. So my attachment style, anxious attachment style. Hey, um,
Oh,
hey, gorgeous.
Hi.
Laura and I are talking about our nighttime terror traumas
as a child.
as a child.
Oh boy.
Starting on a positive note, yes,
Yeah.
I would like also sleep at the foot of my mom's bed, but since my parents were divorced and obviously she got remarried, it was my stepdad. So I felt weird about climbing into bed, especially like being older than you should.
Oh
And
yeah.
I would literally like sleep on the floor next to my mom and just like have a pillow and a little blanket and just kind of like,
Oh yeah. I used to honestly, I used to even do it in like high school, sleep on the like edge, like laying across my
yeah,
I
like a fucking dog.
person
I know.
that anything would like if I had a test the next day, like
Mhm.
kids like making issue I would have the craziest anxiety. I would never sleep and I'd only go and sleep if I slept on my parents' bed. So that's what I
I
did.
get that. Do that and the anxious attachment style. I feel like we all three have because it's just like separation anxiety or just like unstable like childhoods can sometimes lead for us wanting to like gravitate toward a safe place or safe people. It's like obviously like COVID for me was like a huge fucking like slap in the face because like Eric still went to work because he was in the Navy, not like in the Navy as like a naval officer, but he was a civilian, and they were like business as usual. So then there was COVID, everything was shutting down. I couldn't see friends, and like that ruined me. Like that was the start of my depression.
I get that way
Living
with my
green.
dog. Dogs.
Hmm.
I've been spamming Meg with wiener
They're
pup.
dogs.
Well, I looked up once for her to try to see if there was such thing as a rescue for a dachshund because that's what you said you wanted to rescue a dog. And then I found
Mm-hmm.
ones that lied and said they were rescues and they were actually for sale.
Mm-hmm. I
But ever
know.
since my Instagram is now spamming me every 3 seconds with dachshund puppies.
Yeah. We looked. We went to a pet store because it was kind of later in the evening, but we went to one and it was the same one that I got my other previous dog and then Chip at. And we went in and they were having like 40% off puppies for Labor Day. And I was like, fuck yeah, like cool. And we fell in love. I don't know if you guys saw the little black doggy on my story. It was
Yes.
just like a hint,
Was he a
hint.
poodle?
Mhm.
I don't know what he was. He was like a poodle mix with something adorable, the cutest thing ever, just all black, little black nose, little black eyes. It was the cutest thing. And we asked for the price because we were like, yeah, we are interested. And guys, with the 40% off, it was 3,000 like $500.
Who the fuck is paying six
I have
grand
no
for a
idea.
I
poodle?
mean, A
No
lot of
idea.
people do. Eric, I'll be honest, like some people get on their fucking high horses about you should, what is it, adopt, not shop. I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck's gonna buy the other dogs then if everyone's
That's
fucking
what I'm
shopping and
saying.
not
Like
shopping? I was like, get off your
it
fucking high horse.
either way, you're giving them a better life, you know? But we just couldn't justify it. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, fuck, we're good in this apartment until we have like a house and land. I really don't want another dog.
$3 is
So
a lot in an
yeah,
apartment.
we're good with two.
I honestly think that that was like a false marketing strategy or something because
Oh, for sure.
there was probably no discount and
Yeah.
that's the actual price
Yeah.
because that costs a little bit
Because if
more.
we go back this week, I'm sure it's still
Yeah,
the
that's
same.
$3,000 is probably a little bit. I mean, even that's expensive, but that's more like
Mhm.
within realm because it's probably a hypoallergenic dog, which is why they
Yes.
charge more.
Yeah. And that's what I personally need. Like obviously Rolo isn't a hypoallergenic.
Mhm.
But his fur doesn't, I don't mind it. Like it doesn't cause me itchy, but like a lot of like short haired like pit bulls and all of those like I don't know, English bulldogs and all that shit. Like I can't. I get hives and itchy. But Rolo's good because he has like multiple layers, I guess. I don't know. I don't
Mm.
understand the lab.
Mhm.
But Chippington, Chippington was about 4 grand, but whatever. But like I was shocked because it said 40% off. I was like, okay, never mind. I kid.
Sometimes, sometimes you do adjust too because I was super allergic to Josh's
Yeah,
dogs and
you said that.
still get a little uncomfortable, like if I'm like rolling around with them or whatever and covered in their
Hmm.
fur, but
Mhm.
not like when I first met him and met them.
Yeah,
Like I was like needed to shower immediately.
yeah, that's how I am. But the lady there said that wiener dogs are not hypoallergenic. I just assume like little bitch small dogs are hypoallergenic, but that's not the case
Mhm.
apparently.
It's a hair versus fur.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So I still want a little wiener dog. And I was thinking, obviously, Mr. Pickles, but then we were thinking Lowrider. That would be so fucking funny. Come here, Lowrider.
That is really funny.
And it's this little wiener dog. Like, oh
You just get
man.
That is really funny. Dude, Eric and I think about like all the names we should have named Finn because he's just so fucking stupid. I'm like, cheese it.
Cheese
Like,
it.
it
Yes.
would have been so funny, right? But like
That'd
literally
be
there are all these
good.
names and I'm like, these would have been so much better than Finn, but
And
I was married to Finn.
Cheese it is hilarious. That's
Like,
very
could you
fitting.
imagine just like, God damn it, cheese it? And then he's just over like being a cheese it. God.
God.
Oh my goodness. How's everybody's week going?
It's a weird one. It's a weird one because like obviously I didn't take off on Monday, but the fact that Will had off, it made it seem it just this week's been so long.
Yeah, I
yeah.
But
get you.
even though like my work schedule and load like it didn't really change, I was just like, why is it only Thursday? I thought Thursday was yesterday.
Yeah,
But here we are.
Guys,
Thursday
I
again.
know. Like that Labor Day, it was like even my mother-in-law texted me. She's like, "Did you have a good weekend? Did you take Monday off?" I'm like, I don't know
Yeah.
how many times I have to fucking tell you guys. Like
that doesn't exist.
that doesn't fucking exist for entrepreneurs. Like if you want to fucking make it, you show up. And that's not saying that you don't have boundaries and you don't have like time with your family or time with friends to be a person.
Yeah.
Of course you do. But like Labor Day, you don't just fucking take off for like you don't take off for Labor Day. You still labor.
I don't understand that.
My like taking off is no training videos. Send me everything else. That's my
That
like
makes sense.
that's
Yeah.
my taking off.
Yeah. But like even personally on like okay, show day it's a Saturday typically, and I only have like my competitors check in. But like one day out from a show, I'll still have my people check in because that keeps me consistent, keeps me accountable, and it keeps my head squared on. So I'm not just sitting there like twiddling my thumbs, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It wouldn't stress me out. But yeah, training footage, I probably will not be assessing on my show day.
Right.
But like, I'll definitely take off for like Thanksgiving Day if I do go up north, which I don't think we are anymore, but like Christmas Day, if I'm with my families, definitely taking off.
I
I
mean,
want to hear
yeah,
about
like real
her check-in.
holidays.
Yeah, yeah. But real holidays, Ash.
Right? What
Well, listen,
God, we're
Hanukkah's
gonna
a real
get
holiday.
canceled.
it's not. You can't take a
Okay.
whole fucking week. Come on.
God.
Could you imagine if I was like to my clients, hey, so I'm observing Hanukkah, so I'll see you in a week. Like,
Fuck
Dude, I
it.
don't get that.
Like,
Like coaches will just like take off for 2 weeks or have like one competitor in a show and be like, guys, I can't handle this. And I'm like, your
why?
clients are
Pick a new
paying
profession.
you for a service.
on the
You,
flip side, though, I also question you see some of these coaches that like look James Alice that literally peaks like 27 girls in the same show. How do you do it?
That's crazy.
Not
Well, also that's crazy,
on
but
top of
gotta
like
think.
girls other places though, but like in the same show. That's
Yeah,
a lot.
I don't want to say that peaking bikini and peaking, yeah,
peaking
I'm gonna
bikini is
say
not
it.
like peaking bodybuilding.
Yes, yeah,
It's
yeah.
easier.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, like, do you have to send photos every single meal, every single like, and monitor every little thing to peak a bikini girl compared to an open class bodybuilder? No, sorry. I don't
Mhm.
know if any high people like coaches on their high horse will beg to differ, but it's totally different. So I can see 27 is still a shitload, but I
Yeah.
can see the difference, you know?
Word. I don't know, man. I feel like things are like sometimes they're just being like so overcomplicated, like the nuances and shit, where
Great.
it's like things are so complicated and so complex that like the analysis, the paralysis by analysis phenomenon is
Mhm.
still so fucking prevalent. But then like the newest thing of like how to do like I don't know like a fucking tricep extension or like a bench press comes out and people are like, oh, that's why my triceps don't grow, or that's why my pecs don't grow, or why that's why my glutes don't grow. And I'm like, no, it's not the nuances. They're the reason why you're not making progress. It's because you lack consistency. You
Mhm.
lack follow through. You lack training hard. You lack eating big. You lack eating healthy or eating good, however you want to like fucking phrase it. But it's like it's not because you're not doing like the latest and greatest like hip thrust, the booty blaster 15,000. Like that's not
Or
why like you have like pancake butt. Like literally, I was talking about this with Ash and I was hip thrusting like 315 like a fucking nutter, i.e., I was using my hip flexors to like booty blast the fucking barbell up. And my pancakes literally, or my pancakes, my glutes literally look like pancakes. Like
Mhm.
it was just like there was no shape. It literally looked like I went to IHOP and sat down on two fluffy pancakes. I'm gonna show you guys the fucking picture so that way you can like laugh about it. Cause it's like honestly embarrassing. It's like I was hip thrusting 315, but yet had no glutes. So like how does that work?
But it could also be you have potato salad genetics when it comes to things too. But
Well,
I
sure.
agree with the hip thrust thing because I can hip thrust a shit ton of weight potentially, but I'm over here doing working sets at like max is 375 now.
Yeah.
Max.
But
Like,
like there's
and
my
I see
IHOP
these girl
glutes.
like I had one of my athletes, she's strong as fuck at them, but I'm like, nope, drop it down, like literally cut in half. And she's like, oh my God, like my engagement's so much better. I'm
Hmm.
like, exactly.
A lot of times what I'll do for people in those type of scenarios is let them have their like ego set of hitting a 6 to 8, whatever rep range that's a little bit lower in reps, higher in weight, whatever, but then make sure they're also doing a back off set and maybe even something after that.
Hmm. Yeah. Ash, I see the
Those
pancake,
heels.
but it's the heels. It's the
I know.
stripper heels.
I know.
Like
My Ash was
actual.
like, you look like you're named Renee and you smoke a pack of Mavericks and you just got off the shift at the diner.
Fucking Renee.
What's bad is you should see the front pose that went with it. I'll blast myself.
I
Eric can
need
put
to see
this.
that.
I literally look like a fucking stripper. And like
Which
it's bad, dude. Hold on. Let me see where that front pose is. It's like I went to see the Wiz and had like jazz hands.
I
my
don't even think
Are
I
you
can stand
ready?
like that. Your legs look
I
like you're
ha
like,
like
in my
look at
neck.
this. I look like I'm 21 guns saluting my coach.
Ash, what the fuck is that?
I don't
That's the
know.
worst thing I've ever seen.
I know. Isn't that awful? Like
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. Even Uma's judging me. You can see her in the fucking corner being like, what the fuck are you
Dude,
doing?
the shoes were like stripper from the back, but from the front they look like I don't even know what to call
It's
Like
them.
like it's
Birkin.
like we call that BDSM red.
I I like the peep toe action. It's very 2000 of you.
Oh my God.
This
what
is hilarious.
in
This is
a
what's killing
giant
me.
key on a necklace. Like I can't believe
Oh, dude,
that.
you want to know the origin of that? So that literally came from a champagne bottle. It's
What?
like,
And
I'm
you think
gonna
that
make this into a
about it?
necklace. Oh
This
my
is
God.
hilarious.
You guys,
That
we've
is
come a long
definitely
ass
going in the
way.
post, Ash.
I know, I'm gonna have Eric fucking put this on the.
I just love the little finger guns.
Yeah, she meant business. Like
God.
Wow.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
good.
Good shit. Good shit. So next time you guys feel like you suck at posing, remember, I suck worse.
You don't suck that bad.
and I bet you, even despite all of this, Eric was hyping this the hell up. Like
Honestly, he
That's
probably
my
wasn't.
woman.
He probably wasn't. But dude, it's just like we were so fucking poor. Like if you look at the apartment complex, so you see the like little white thing behind, we made that from like little boxes from Walmart. So Eric like drilled those together to make an end table, and that thing on the right, the little day bed, was literally made from pallets. Like we made that fucking shit. We were that poor in college. We couldn't afford like furniture from even IKEA. So we like boosted like these pallets from like the back of a warehouse store. And then we bought these like little $5 like baskets to make an end table.
but you did it.
That's so good.
That's why I was doing the gun salute. Practicality.
Dude, right after you said that Labor Day wasn't a real holiday, I went to the whole, the National Today kind of calendar. Like today is apparently National Cheese Pizza Day. And
Wow.
like, yeah,
Wow.
tomorrow is National Coffee Ice Cream Day.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Saturday is National Bacon Day.
Ooh,
I have a
Like,
question. Whose job is it to make up fake holidays? Because I want that
I
job.
don't,
I want
right?
that job.
it seemed, yeah. National Ampersand Day is the 8th.
I had a
I
video.
love it.
When's National Titty Day? But when's
Iguana awareness?
iguana?
Iguana,
Like the fucking
the
reptile thing?
reptile. This is fun. Shit. I'm gonna start celebrating some of these. Wait, let's go to 9/11. Okay, good. They have Patriot Day.
That's good.
Hot Cross Bun Day on 9/11 though. So it's
Ooh.
not always a bad day.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
All
wild.
right.
That
Well,
was really
what's today? Happy National what day? Cheese Pizza Day?
There's cheese pizza. There's like a couple of them. There's a couple different ones, but
Which one
cheese
are we
pizza.
celebrating today?
There's just cheese pizza.
Okay.
National Act Dumb Day. That's every day for most people.
yeah.
National Be Late for Something Day. Hello, I was late to this podcast.
Oh,
Celebrated.
celebrate.
National Cellulite Day. Embrace those booty cellulites, ladies.
Pretty sure I had some cellulite.
National Shrink Day.
I actually had a client the other day tell me she was getting more cellulite specifically in her glutes. And it was because the one specific photo she sent for her check-in, she was like squeezing her butt cheeks. I'm like, that's not cellulite. You literally are gonna have dimples if you're squeezing your butt cheeks. Like, come on. Like, just fucking
That's
relax.
actually a great topic. How many women are like, how can I get rid of my cellulite? I'm like, a caloric deficit up until some point, but like,
Dude.
you see,
Build the muscle.
people got cellulite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grow some muscle, you shred some fat, it'll go away. But like, most even like if you're like lean and you've come from like a history of like being bigger, you
Hmm.
still might have like dimple wrinkles. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
from skin and shit. So it's like go get surgery or like get real problems and be happy that you can do be alive. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I can't stand on the social medias is when you post something talking about cellulite, and like this is why I don't, because I do have cellulite when I put on a good amount of body fat.
Hmm.
Like when I was 215, I had cellulite in my butt, but like I'm not gonna post my cellulite because I'm not fat enough to do so, and I'll get hate comments saying you don't know what it's like to live with real cellulite, and it's like my God. Like, why is it always a competition of who has the most cellulite and who has the most stretch marks and how you got those? Like, it's so weird. It's just that whole fat shaming, fit shaming bullshit.
Hmm.
God.
Everybody's got something to say.
Yeah, they do.
If everything's a competition and like not in a positive way because people don't know how to have conversations or don't know how to respect people with different opinions. It's like you're
Hmm.
allowed to have cellulite at 212, 215. I'm
Yeah.
allowed to have cellulite when I was 260. Like
Hmm.
it's just a thing. But like if I compared my cellulite at 260 to your cellulite at 215, what the fuck gets accomplished there? Like we both have cellulite.
Exactly.
Go team.
Dude,
Like why does it fucking matter? Like if my cellulite is more or less. Like it fucking doesn't. Like people literally don't have real problems. That's why they argue over some
I know.
shit. Or they argue if you're like 5'7" or 5'10.
That's so crazy to me that people get upset by my height.
Mhm.
I'm like, my goodness.
Why do people care that much?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I would lie about this. Like,
That
that's so weird.
is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
I don't know, man. But like cellulite, I feel like it's like not that big of a deal. Like I understand that it preys on people's insecurities, but like as much as this is going to be hard to hear, it's your choice whether or not you get worked up over something like cellulite. It really is. Like either you can do something about it, like diet and exercise and eat healthy and maybe get like some type of skin procedure to tighten the skin area or whatever. But like at the end of the day, like if you're losing sleep or causing yourself emotional distress over something like cellulite, you need like to work on that. Like you need to have
mhm.
like real problems to have to solve and not just fixate on something so small like a dimply butt.
I think that's what you see a lot though, and not even just with cellulite for an example, for like people coming up with different, health issues and whatever that they think they have, as opposed to like wanting some type of excuse to not deal with the lifestyle
Yeah.
selection that they're doing.
Mm.
Mhm.
I see that a
They just
lot.
want sympathy. They just want people to hear them,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I get that. I get that. But you do have to realize, like, I see skinny bitches all the time with cellulite. Like, there is a genetic component to how your fat cells are placed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So,
I had cellulite like significantly. I don't have it a lot now, but like I had a decent amount of it when I was like anorexic skinny
Yeah.
and just had no muscle.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Like, people don't like stretch marks. I embrace my stretch marks because I grew like a lot of muscles. But like it same goes for like somebody who was overweight and lost a bunch of weight and has a little bit of loose skin. It's like embrace that. You
Mm-hmm.
just accomplished something so awesome. Like I get it, you can get like, the tummy tuck and all of that. That's fine. That doesn't mean that you are ashamed of your previous self, but you put in the work and you lost all that weight, you got healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and to now pick yourself apart because you have loose skin. My God. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Exactly. Like it's just hyper fixating on like such small areas. And again, like it matters as much as you say it does. And
Yeah.
that's why I keep going back to like having ownership over your thoughts and emotions. Cause like you can have an emotion and then you can think about it like, is this going to bring me joy or is this going to get me closer to my end goal? Or is
Mhm.
this going to matter in 10 seconds or 10 years? Like you could literally drive yourself to the point of tears over something stupid small. I've done that plenty
I
of
do
times. Yeah, you do it. Laura's
I
done it,
do it all
right?
the time.
Literally, it's like you cause yourself such emotional distress because your brain wants to latch onto a problem to solve, and especially if the solving of the problem takes time and you
Yeah.
don't have immediate resolution, you can
Oh God.
spiral, right? Spiral to the point where you are sobbing, you are angry, you're throwing things, whatever. And at the end of the day, all you really need to do is accept that the problem is what you're thinking, not necessarily the problem itself, which is why, again, like I preached about that book last time. And I
Mhm.
can't wait till like my actual copy gets in so I can actually reflect and like do the little homeworks and stuff. But like we have problems, absolutely. But usually they are catastrophized in our brain when we keep it internal versus if we talk to someone about it, whether it's a friend, a partner, a certified therapist,
Mhm.
that's where it's like we can get that perspective where it's like, this is a problem, but not as big as I'm making it.
Yeah. I was telling a client the other day, I was like, you know, we are not the actual voice in our head. We're just the one that has to listen to it. So might as well make it good, like a good song. Like turn off the Taylor Swift and turn on some fucking Wooly or some shit, I know you guys don't know who Wooly is, but better music. But it is also National Shrink Day, going back to the national thing. So
Wait, did you say
excited for that.
shrink?
Shrink, like a therapist. I'm not
Oh, I
trying
thought you said
to.
shrimp. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, shrimp. Laura, let's go.
No, no, it's like actual like therapist. I think that's what they mean. So
Shrink day.
So many national holidays. Wow.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
We're like missing out celebrating every fucking day.
I know. Yeah.
You're gonna start getting messages from me. Hey guys, happy Taco Day.
Happy.
I want to
Let's
have
see.
like going back to like the voices inside of our head that makes us sound like schizophrenics, but no, we're not. Like
Yeah.
it's just everyone has that voice inside their head. I wish we get to like pick the voice because like my voice is a bitch, right? Because I'm perpetuating like negativity and I've like mastered that over the years of growing up. Like that internal voice is much more negative than ideally it needs to be, but I do wish we got to pick like the voice, like the actual voice inside of our head because I'd pick something like fucking I don't know, like Robin Williams to like cheer me up or something like that. Like, like a comedian to be like, "Hey, you dumb bitch." Like that
Dude,
would like at least make it a little bit more tolerable.
I'd pick Seth Rogen.
Dude, that's a good
That would
one.
be so fun. Just hear Seth Rogen fucking talking in your head all day. It's like, all right, we're cool. We're chill now.
We're cool. We're chill.
We're cool.
Laura, who's would your voice be?
I like the Robin Williams one, but
Barack Obama.
what is the guy's name? I'm gonna blank. Josh and I went and saw this comedian in person recently, and now I'm drawing a blank of his freaking name, but he was so funny. I was literally about to pee my pants.
Kevin
That
Hart. Do Kevin Hart in your voice in your head all day. I'd probably lose my
Andrew
shit.
Schultz.
Who?
You ever heard of Andrew Schultz?
I haven't.
I don't think I have. Is he a
Dinner.
comedian?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was hilarious. I just laugh all day long.
Dude, my favorite comedian is Tom Segura. Like he kills me.
He's good.
He's so good. So fucking good. Anyway, like kind of like back to like that mindset. 'Cause I feel like this is a good thing to touch on, but it's like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we can either this is gonna sound so frou-frou, but we can either be our biggest hater or like our biggest cheerleader. And when I say cheerleader, I don't mean like, bitch, you're doing a good job when you're fucking not. Like you need to like wake up and realize that there's a difference between like perpetuating suffering
Mhm.
versus like calling yourself out on where you can improve, but not just like flagellating yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not always productive either. But it's like, be like, hey, listen, you're falling short here. So there's the problem. Now, what's the solution? And this is where you get to problem solve. And again, like if you have that level of awareness or start to develop that level of awareness, this is where it's like you want to have a close and supportive network because you might not be able to figure out the problem on your own, right? And you're not maybe meant to. So it's really good to have a good support system to where it's like, hey guys, I'm having this problem. Like, can I just talk it through? And if you have a poor support system, that just might end up at a dumpster fire. But if have people that genuinely love you and genuinely respect you and want you to get better and be better, there'll be a safe enough space for you can actually have those like open and meaningful conversations like the three of us have.
Mhm.
For sure. I mean, I think especially from like the type of people that kind of listen to this, most of us are that like type A, it's never good enough personality. And it's hard to get past that because that's so ingrained in you. And that's not like a a small thing that you can overcome. But like you're saying, having the other people that can kind of have like that outside view. I mean, I talk to you guys about shit all the time that I struggle with and am always my biggest wall block, just kind of like having those people that can kind of call you on that, but nicely in a way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, like you said, Ash, the whole like cheerleader aspect, a coach isn't there to be your cheerleader either. Your significant other isn't either. Like they need to be raw and honest with you in order to progress in the way that you want. Because if, that's why we all pride ourselves in not sugarcoating shit. Because if we did that, how would our clients progress? Like, oh, you messed up on your diet for the fourth time this week? No worries. Pats on the back, you're fine. Like, no, you have to get to the root of, okay, why do you keep falling off? Maybe it's not like an actual consistency issue. Maybe it's a mindset issue, something deeper rooted. And if you just brush it off like, oh, just try again tomorrow, just try again tomorrow, but without instilling different things in yourself, you're not going to change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually wrote this like really cool document that I'll let you guys read, and I even sent to my clients, and I'll be sending it out for people for free tomorrow. Just, you know, the idea of like, let me try again, because like, yes, if you fall short, you should try again. But
Mhm.
when you fall, don't just fucking get back up and 21 finger salute like nothing is fucking wrong. Like stay down there and be like, why did I fall? Like Meg said, like, is it a consistency issue or is it a mindset issue? And I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, like 99% of the issues that we have as competitors, bodybuilders, people like Gen Pop, all has to do with our mindset, because like how we think about situations, how we follow through, how we don't follow through, what we prioritize, all culminates down to our priorities, our why, what we value, and our morals, right? And it's really important to understand that. It's like we all like the idea of change or getting better. Like for fuck's sake, we have like an entire fucking holiday that stems from the 31st of December to the first of the year and have the entire month of new me, new year. But like, let's be fucking honest, you fail the first week, and that's pretty generous. Usually it's the first day, because we like to talk about the idea of change because it gets us excited. We like the idea, but we struggle to begin, and then we lack the follow through, which is like the biggest issue that like I have faced, you guys have faced, even clients have faced as well.
hmm Yeah, and I think it also obviously mindset, but it comes down to taking ownership and taking responsibility, which we don't want to do because it's
Mhm.
uncomfortable and it doesn't feel good. Saying, "Oh, I'm the reason I fucked up." You always
Right.
want to point fingers at something else because that's easier. But actually owning up to your own bullshit, calling yourself out or having somebody else do it for you and realizing, "Oh, that's what true love is. That's what true support is," because they want to see you succeed. And the only way to get there is to get out of your own head and actually, change. Because, without action, change doesn't happen. So,
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, like, that's where like your power is. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, that's like where you get to rise above the minute that you stop pointing fingers at everyone but yourself. And like, I get it's hard. I have been there. Like, I know I've talked about this before, but it's like my mom wasn't holding a gun to my head, and she's not the reason I was 260 pounds. You know what I'm fucking saying? Like, I was also at the point where I was like buying food for the family because like my mom was more on the sicker side and didn't really get to do the things that moms could do. But like I was buying the pizza rolls. I was eating the pizza rolls, fucking dunking them in ranch. Like, yes, I understand I was a child, but at the end of the day, like, you're still old enough to know that you shouldn't be horking down a family-sized bag of Totino's pizza rolls. You know what I'm fucking saying? So it's like the minute that I realized I was the reason why I was the weight that I was like, wow, that fucking sucks. And what I want to do, I wanted to go to Wendy's and eat a Baconator just to soothe my sorrows. But I was like, that's the problem. That's the problem is I keep turning to food to make me feel better, or whether it's a good day or a bad day, like food soothes. So it's like if I want to stop that, I need to find a better way to cope, and I need to do something and to change. And while yes, I failed a lot and did stupid fad diets, it's not the fact that I fail, it's the fact that I continued to say, let me try again. And I
True.
stopped eating baconators.
All I kept thinking was like, it's me. I was the one who ate the entire birthday cake last week. But hey, my weight's been down all week because I've been
No
good.
more cake.
No more cake.
No more
But
cake.
I won't lie. I have a $20 Crumble gift card, and we're about that like save the money thing right now. So Will and I were talking, we were like, okay, we got a cool thing that we're doing tomorrow, having fun in Orlando, coming back here, and then we were like, I kind of want sushi, but I know when Meg wants sushi, that's like $100+ bill easily for me.
Just
So I'm like, how about we do a home cooked meal and then we go eat some fucking crumble. So that's what we're doing. Saving money though, girl math, we're not paying for it.
girl math.
I pay the price like digestively, but money-wise, we'll be Gucci.
Laura, have you ever had crumble cookie?
I have not.
I have not either, and I kind of don't want to.
Shut up.
I'm not the like jazzy cookie person. Like I know I let you guys down on all these bullshit
I
like
know you like chocolate chip pancakes and
I,
blueberry muffins.
that's the same
Fucking
thing. Like
squeaking
I
at
just
the
want
thumbs.
like a soft baked homemade chocolate chip cookie and I'd be happy. Not these like massive like everything you can fucking think of in a
I
cookie.
agree. I agree. Because that's why I went away from it. You know, every week my off-plan meal was my 5 sushi rolls and 1 or 3 or 4 crumble cookies. Like it depends on where I was in my growth phase, where how many crumble cookies I
Growing
would
good.
eat, you know, or how under the influence I was with the Mare Chouan. You know, you never know with with yeah, you need a little something, something. But I did go away from them because they really weren't that good. But the fact that
They're
they're
free.
free, I'm like, okay, well, if they taste like shit, at least I didn't spend money on them, you know. So, but we're sticking to like, I think there's a churro one we're gonna get, the strawberry shortcake one, and we're like splitting it so he gets half and I get half kind of thing. So,
You should do like those YouTube videos, couples
oh,
cook.
like a
Yeah.
little tapas, a little mukbang action.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
It'd
would
be
probably
funny.
get off on that.
You should do that. Even if you
Yeah.
make like a reel out of it.
Yeah. He bought a camera, so we might start filming some cool content.
Ooh,
Two?
being a content mommy?
Yeah.
Oh,
In and out of the bedroom. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. Not for the fans, not for the fans, just for us. But no, no,
fuck.
he
Capitalize,
did.
make
I'm
that money.
excited. What?
Make that money. No more financial stress. See you later.
Seriously, hopefully. But no, he's super passionate about it. He was talking to me about all this shit that's on this camera, and I was like, uh-huh, uh-huh,
cool.
cool. Awesome. I don't know what the fuck it means, but yeah, because he's been taking my photos, so he's like, might as well just upgrade it a little bit. So I'm excited.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I love that. I love
yeah.
that.
Get that instead of a fucking $6,000 puppy. Got shit everywhere.
Mm, mm.
He was cute though. Fuck, he was so cute. Mm. But I got that out of my system. I think it was like a gotta get it out kind of thing.
Mhm.
You know, like
Go play with them and
yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. Same thing, like I'm never gonna want kids. So maybe like just play with it, give it back kind of thing. With that little
Makes just
Oh,
going to
you're
a playground and playing with some random
I
kid.
think I'd get arrested if
Yeah,
I just
definitely
go play
would.
with random kids. God.
1 second we want kids, then we don't want kids. We want kids, don't want
Uh,
kids.
it's never a it's just a no. No for me, dog.
Word.
Fuck
Okay.
it, you can do mine.
Huh?
Here
Yeah, ship them down to me. I'll like take care of them for a little bit and then
Just like
I'll
you do, like you do your enzymes, like you just like Amazon shit to Meg all the time. Just on
yeah,
your
you
fucking
do it
kid.
already.
And you know what the best part about this? I didn't even look on my account to see if it was delivered. I was like, you know what? Oh, fuck.
I
And I
bet I
just
did
knew
it
where it
again.
went because we had
Dude,
sent you the birthday gift card. And then I'm like, well, I don't get why Amazon does that though. You send a million different things to your house.
yeah.
The one time you send it to somebody else, that's your new fucking mailing
That's
address?
your new address. You moved.
Like, what is that?
Dude, do you remember last year when you first did it? And I
Yeah.
was thinking that somebody was like fucking with me, trying to tell me that I was like somehow like the Virgin Mary kind of like pregnant situation. I was like, this is
Oh, dude, that was
Her
so
eyes
funny.
comic
because for the audience, Laura has an issue with changing her address. So sometimes it gets shipped to me because she'll send me like a gift and then she forgets to change it back to her address, whatever. But last year, I got a package, and at the time, my Amazon account was locked. I could not get in it. I couldn't use Amazon. And I got sent, what was it? Like the little play
Children's toy.
car mat
Something
Yeah, that
weird.
was a car mat for her to
and
like.
like a sink, like a kid's sink. And I was like, what is going on? So yeah, we found out that it was actually Laura's what for your niece or something.
2-year-old niece is telling her, yes.
Dude, I
I
remember when she
totally.
sent me like she again, she's like she pulled a Laura, fucking sent me something, and it was fucking like banana bread mix. I was like, what the fuck? And it was also around the time for my birthday, so I was like, okay. Like,
Thank you.
thank you. But I was just like,
Same thing. I sent you a gift for your birthday, and then the next
Yeah.
thing you know, I'm using the like, you know how Instagram pops up and you can purchase something and it's through like shop. That's the
dude,
new
that
thing.
that thing's fucking dangerous. I hate it.
Yeah, it is
And
because
then
it's
on the
kind of
next
like a
thing I
buy
know,
now.
my gluten-free muffin mix is off to Ashley.
But
Eric
hey,
loved them. I loved them.
thank
Yeah,
you for
but
those digestive enzymes because they work well.
Yeah,
Those
I
are
need
good
some
ones.
too, so you can send them to me.
Yeah, those are good ones. Therabiotic digestive enzyme complex. Very good. Claire
I
Labs.
think
The
I use.
shit.
Oh, you got Clear Labs. Damn, you bougie. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
use
She
the
hooked me
now
up. She hooked me up.
enzymes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because we just bought the Now brand super
That's
enzymes.
what
Like
I
I got them
I
for
use.
set you
Will.
up.
Yeah, and then like the next day these arrived and I was like, well, thanks, Amazon. I guess I'll
Got
try
an upgrade.
them. They're good. But I put the Walden Farm syrup in the trash. I did.
All right. So I'll use like
Caught
a
red-handed.
tiny, tiny bit if I use
Yeah,
creamer.
it's okay. Do you
I
remember
bottle.
what was it? Cameron told me like one of his clients used like the
Oh,
Golden
the
Farms
this.
to cook her oats in.
That's disgusting.
I can't comprehend. I would shit myself 4 days.
But
Just
also,
have
like,
bubble
that's
gum.
such an expensive habit. Like, I get you have like
They're
cokeheads and
crazy
shit, but
expensive.
like Walden
Hey
Farm.
now, I'm just kidding.
Nick's like, what? But seriously,
Nah.
like the skinny syrup era, because that's also like a thing when you're in prep for oats for just any type of joy is like the
Yeah.
skinny syrup shit, and it's like that gets so expensive, and then like your digestion also tends to be a little touch and go, and you're like,
Hmm.
oh, it's prep. In reality, you're like chugging bottles at the club with skinny syrup.
Dude, I saw this reel and it was like, you're in prep when, and she was like gathering all of her bottles of like chemicals. And I'm like, you're shitting yourself when. Like, are you kidding me?
Or not.
Like,
Or not.
God, I get it. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're going towards those, that is just like a crutch. Because one, it's gonna make your cravings worse. I can guarantee it.
Mhm.
Because what is it like? Your taste buds, like that artificial sugar is actually, is it? No, it's not more
Significantly
sugary
stronger.
than
Yes.
real sugar, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's more sweet.
It's more sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then when you have natural sugar, you're like, oh, well, I need to add stevia and this to that. Like, the
Right.
fuck? Like, God.
You know what's funny is like you're kind of like undoing everything that you did kind of in your off season. Like hopefully if you're like not being a jackass with your
Yeah.
artificial stuff during off season too, but it's like when you first start eating healthy and things just don't taste good, you're like, ugh, like this is
Hmm.
kind of gross, but I know I should be doing this. But then eventually like you stop craving shit, your mood balances, your digestion balances, and you actually look forward to eating like good solid food, right? Like there's a reason why that happens when you do contest prep and then you undo all that shit and start going toward artificial food, then again, you start craving all that shit again. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I will say though, I'm still on the artificial coffee. I told you guys I got like the 40 pack of the Eggo like mixture ones of like
yeah.
coffee K-cups. Well, we found out that we really liked the blueberry, so we ordered just the blueberry ones.
Mm.
It tastes like a
Blueberries are
blueberry
good.
muffin in your mouth,
Wow.
but caffeine.
Oh, speaking of blueberry muffin, we have to again boycott Quest because they came out with muffins.
Why do they still exist?
Bruh,
Somebody stop it.
But there's no carbs.
it's three
There's
net
no
carbs.
Yep, no
three net
carbs.
carbs. Okay.
It's blueberry and chocolate chip muffins. I sent it to Laura and I was like, Laura, it's your time to shine.
Gross. Are they like copying like the little bites,
I
from
think
Deb Little
so.
Deb?
I
I
think
thought it looked like it's like one
Let me
thing.
look this up. Quest muffins.
yeah. So they have their line started with protein powder and bars. Now we have chips.
Oh, they
Have
are.
candies, we have muffins, we have Reese cups. I think they have like now crunchy protein bars. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
I just need to see the ingredient list.
I don't want to cry.
Let's see.
I said there's probably if there's three net carbs, there's got to be at least 17 grams of
Like
fiber.
soluble corn fiber.
Minimum.
God, yeah.
Jesus.
That's terrible. One muffin, 12 fat, 22 carb, 10 protein,
Yeah,
I
but
would
big, a
10
regular
grams of
muffin's
fiber,
like
and
2
10
grams of
sugar.
protein.
Ugh.
You know what I don't understand about all of these stupid, and like I kind of included this in a post I made the other day, is all of this like fake bullshit is the same fucking calories as if you just had the real thing. They
And
probably
you'll probably feel better.
The
ruined.
Laura macros, protein. Ah,
Fucking eat some chicken then.
legit. Like, I wish, because again, I was the Quest fucking whore. Like, I could have
Same.
bought stock in Quest. I did all of the protein, everything, right? So, really, I'm making fun of past Ashley. So, if you're still a
Same.
Quest bar person, like, know that we're not making fun of you directly. We're making fun
Oh,
of
we
our
did.
past selves. Well, we are making
Yeah.
fun of it, but we're also making fun of our past selves, right?
Yeah.
I remember all of the fucking shit. I had the worst cravings, the worst digestion. And at the end of it, I wish I would have just eaten just a fucking blueberry muffin and had like a side of chicken because I
Yeah.
would have been happier and I
Yeah.
would have been more satiated and I would have lived my life instead of binging 2 hours later because I
Mm-hmm.
felt deprived.
Mm-hmm. Dude, last week I had a Ben and Jerry for my off-plan meal.
I had a
This was
birthday cake last week.
okay, fuck off. That was on my birthday. That does not count. I still had my off-plan meal that Sunday. Jesus Christ. So anyway,
Not depriving herself.
rude. So yeah, I
You
was
don't know
good. I
her.
didn't have my off-plan meal. I just decided I wanted a little sweet treat, you know? So I got a Ben and Jerry's pint. But, old Meg would be like, "Oh, I'll get a lower calorie ice cream so I can have, almond butter on top with like animal crackers and all that." And then it would total the Ben and Jerry's. So I was like, fuck that. I'm just gonna get a Ben and Jerry's. And it was like 1,000 calories, but the next day I woke up and I was lighter and it was good.
Yeah, it was lighter because you didn't continuously binge and you actually ate the real thing and didn't like
Exact.
deprive yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. But
This is not us advocating to eat the whole pint of Ben and Jerry's, but it is advocating
uh,
like if you want to have like
I
an
mean,
ice cream, like if you want to have ice cream, just have the real fucking
ice cream.
ice cream and
Yeah.
be okay with it. Like I think a lot of the times, again, this goes back to fucking mindset.
Nice, bud.
And it goes back to the mindset of I can't have this. And so you try
Yeah.
to lie to yourself. But here's the thing. Y'all, if you're listening to this, you ain't no dum-dums. You're smart by listening to the three of us, okay? So give yourself some credit. You can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to your brain. Like your brain and your taste buds and your microbiome, all that fucking nerd shit that no one gives a fuck about.
Hmm.
It's so smart. It's gonna know that you're eating low calorie ice cream. Not only is it gonna taste but bad, you're going to be reading the ingredient list and the fucking nutrition label because we're that people that do that. So then you're getting that sensory information. You're feeling like, you're like that mom that's like, oh, I'm just going to be bad and like eat your fucking like diet ice cream. And then you finish the pint. It's practically like air. You feel like a water buffalo. You're farting yourself to kingdom come. And then an hour later, your brain's like, hey, we back. We want some more. And then that's where it starts the binge fast. And like we've all been there. So it's like rather than lying to yourself and tricking yourself, like get the Ben and Jerry's and then
Hmm.
have like a serving or two. Or if you're still in that in between period where you are struggling with normal portion sizes and not like treating your cheat meal like it's your last meal, because again, we've all been there and struggled with it too. If you ate the whole thing and feel bad about it, guess what? Let me try again. Like, don't just like have a knee-jerk reaction and be like, oh, see, I can't fucking handle it. Like, we talk about like healing our relationship with food. It's not like 0 to 100, everything's perfect. It's like even normal people eat too much, but they don't like hyperfixate on that failure. They just move on with their life. But our issue is we hyperfixate, we ruminate, we tell ourselves we suck, we're bad,
Hmm.
we'll never get it right. And then it's just the cycle keeps repeating itself. So, like, going back to the ice cream example, let's say you do eat the entire pint. It happened. Like, like it happened. Maybe you planned on it, maybe you didn't. Try again next week. Maybe next week you only eat like, two scoops or something. Great. Maybe the next week you only have a scoop. It's like keep trying again, whether it is like your ice cream fix or something else. Because at the end of the day, it's like it's all about breaking that pattern and breaking that cycle, but it's difficult to do when you keep trying to find hacks and quick fixes and shortcuts because that shit doesn't work.
Dude, Ash, remember you sent me that like protein cookie dough bullshit? That guy who's really funny. He was like, guilt free, but
Oh,
don't
he
eat
was
the
like, go
fucking
to therapy.
ingredient. Yeah, like
Bro, I
go
need to send that to you. Holy shit.
that is
Oh
so
my
good.
God, that was awesome. Go to therapy.
But like honestly, like guilt is not an ingredient. So stop adding it to every
Mhm.
fucking off-plan meal that you have. Just enjoy the goddamn meal
Oh, you
and
Mhm.
move on. You know? Like I get it, it's a mindset thing, but then part of me it's me like kicking my old self because I couldn't enjoy a meal with my friends or with my family because I was so, like you said, like hyper fixated on what I'm putting into my body, how it's gonna make me feel, what I'm gonna look like. One, you're not gonna look
Mhm.
any fucking different after one meal. Calm down. But like, okay, a little bit of bloat, a little bit more water retention, it's gonna go away if you get back on your shit. But if you feel the guilt and you feel that immense shame and all that stuff,
Mhm.
then you're just gonna go downhill
Yeah.
because we are our thoughts. So might as well make your thoughts better and just say like, oh, that was a really yummy meal, but I can't wait to get back on track to feel even better or something. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
I ate that whole pint of ice cream. I enjoyed it. I went to bed like a baby and I woke up and I had my favorite meal, breakfast. Love that shit.
Me too.
I
Meal
can,
one.
I can
Meal
almost
one.
guarantee you, if you set your mind that you want to have whatever the fuck it is,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, you know what, fine, no, I'm not gonna have it. I'm gonna have this instead. You're gonna end up have both.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. It's like how many, this is a very problem trait among type A perfectionism, all of us, right? Is sometimes we are so worried about doing the wrong thing that we forget about just doing the right thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like we're so focused on, oh, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to backtrack. I don't want my coach to yell at me. I don't. We forget to just do. And then
Mm-hmm.
everything that we don't want to do, we end up doing anyway because it's like a kid. It's like you tell them not to fucking do something, like don't touch the computer screen, and what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
And it
saying? So it's
drives you
like,
nuts.
yeah, it drives you fucking nuts. But the worst thing is you can't have a conversation with anyone about it because you're just fighting your inside. And
Mm-hmm.
like that drives you fucking insane to the point where the devil on your shoulder always fucking wins. And then you eat everything in your kitchen and then you feel awful. And then like you have all these restrictions in place, all these don'ts. You're locking the refrigerator door. Like, you're putting things like inspirational sticky notes on your mirror that aren't inspirational. They're scary tactics, they're mean thoughts. And then your body can't take all that abuse. Your mind can't take all that abuse. So what's it do? It goes back to what it knows, what you've been doing. And that is the toxicity of binging or getting around all of these like toxic places, toxic people, because like that's all it knows. It knows toxicity and negativity because of what you're doing.
Yep. That is facts right there.
We've done it. I've never locked the refrigerator door, but I did have to spray my trash can with chemicals so I wouldn't go back to eat the food.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Windex, man. Just
Dude, I can't. Who the fuck told me? It was one of my clients. It was the
Mhm.
weird. She said this to me. I was like, I think, I don't think you need a coach. I think you need a National Strike Day. Because she said that she put, I think it was kitty litter in her almond butter so she would stop eating it.
Yeah, it's a tactic to
Oh,
tell your brain that poison don't.
Why wouldn't you just throw it out?
fucking take
Well,
that shit, drive like 2 miles down the road, throw it out in another trash
Meg's
can.
like dump
Like,
it like a body, like go like dig a dig a hole.
fucking cat litter?
But
Like,
I
what?
get it though, because I've been there where you're so out of control that
I
the
get,
only
yeah.
way to not fucking put that down your pie hole is to put poison on it. Like I have been there where like guys, I pulled food out of the trash can and I'm like, oh, don't eat this bad, right? An hour later, the hormone hunger monster would come out and I was like, oh, guess what's in the trash? It'd be like cake, it'd still be on top. Maybe you peel off a banana peel. Like that's how fucked up I was.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I had to like literally spray like Clorox or Windex on it that I was like, oh, guess what? If you eat this now, you'll actually die. So fucking don't. But
Mhm.
it was bad for me for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also when you get to that point, you're like, oh fuck, I probably need like a coach and a therapist, or like dig a little deeper into the
Mhm.
internal health side and the mindset part. Like at that point, it is not a like you have a problem with adherence or consistency. It
Yeah.
is something deeper.
Yeah.
And we're not like I don't want this to be like, oh, it's a trigger warning. Like, we're not giving you guys ideas into how to do these things. Like, we've lived through it. We've been there, done that, like lost control around food. And I'm happy as hell with my relationship with food now. I couldn't be more proud of it. Like I gravitate more towards my prepped foods because that's just what I genuinely enjoy. But I still allow myself to like have that pint of Ben Jerry's. It was my birthday last week. I ate a whole fucking cake. Like, I'm not gonna beat myself up about it.
Mhm.
You know, I don't know. It's rough when you see it on social media and people not being honest. I think a lot of the times too, like they don't want to come off as weak or like a coach like saying that they had like a whole pint of Ben and Jerry's. It's like, why are you a coach? Like, what are you doing? It's
And those
like
people are the ones
being
that are fucked
honest.
up, not you. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they
Yeah.
can't handle that. It's like you have some people that are like so deep in their eating disorder that like they don't even view it as a problem. They're just like, that's just like me. And they like have their identity in it. And then they like are a coach. And then
Mm.
like their meal plan are their clients' meal plans. They fuck up their clients both mentally and physically with like how they coach. And so like that's also a dangerous thing that like women especially need to watch out for. It's like if your coach is like posting all of these like snack hacks and food hacks that like
Mhm.
at this point are like fucking the Quest bar muffins with 17 fucking different ingredients, none of which are real food. It's like, is that really the example you want to follow through with and also set for your family?
Mhm.
Like, no. Like I get there needs to be a balance, especially if you're like Gen Pop versus like a competitive athlete, but like you really need to take a good look at who your coach is, not just on social media, but like actually like when you're working with them, like take notes and be present in your coaching experience because like your money speaks volumes by supporting these people, whether it is direct one-on-one coaching or even like using their discount codes. It's like you want to make sure you surround yourself with good folks. Like, and that's like very difficult to do, I understand, but like you also get a sense of the bullshit too.
Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit out there.
A lot of bullshit.
Bullshit.
Too much bullshit. Y'all have any final thoughts or questions before we have fun questions?
I don't think so.
Got it.
We're
Nice.
good. Okay, funny question number
Uh,
one. If different fruits could talk, which would sound the funniest?
mm. I'm in between a banana and a grape.
I was picking banana because like you know those motherfuckers got some shit to say.
I was thinking of
I'm
pineapple.
pineapple.
The like,
I can definitely see them being exotic and having like different opinions, but bananas, you know, they got their panties in a bunch. Like, you know, they got some shit to say.
But I feel like bananas, yeah, for sure. Because in like all the cartoons, they throw the banana to
That's what
like
I'm
make people
saying.
slip. So they're dicks. Deep down, bananas have it out for you.
Word.
But grapes, I just imagine them being like all like little fat, little chubby dudes, like like just happy. Especially the cotton candy grapes. Come on.
Ooh,
They'd
rough.
be cute.
is the season.
Is it?
Is it grape season?
Well,
I was gonna say I don't think there is a cotton candy grape season because they're
I
fake.
saw them recently in your favorite Whole Foods, but I don't usually see them like year round.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know it's
Hmm.
fall, so like obviously apples and
I
pumpkins
love
in
apples.
season.
I
I haven't
do.
had an apple in a while, to
Oh,
be
what's your
honest.
favorite apple? That's a good question.
I like Honeycrisp or Cosmic. One.
Cosmic's good.
Those
Cosmics
are
are good. Honeycrisp are
I
good.
like the big Honeycrisp, like the
Oh, yeah.
giants.
Like if you like listen, guys. Like I'm all for organic, supporting like local.
Nah, give me all the GMOs.
But listen, an apple
Make
needs
them
to be like
big.
it needs to be a honker. You know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be a fucking honker.
Have you ever had an opal apple?
No.
That sounds familiar. I feel like I at least have seen it
So
in stores.
Is that a
they're
Jewish thing? Just kidding. I'll look it up.
Oh my God. No, Laura is the worst Jewish person. Like legit, like in the group chat, she's like, thank the Jewish gods. I was like, Laura, there was only one God to
Oh,
them.
this little yellow guy? That yellow guy?
so they're sweeter than a yellow delicious apple, but like softer too, almost more like consistency of
Or like
mac.
a pear?
You know how Macintosh apples are a little bit softer?
Yeah, I don't like Macintosh because it's like eating applesauce, but like it's
Just
it's
try
I
it.
could get, I
soft.
could get down with the opal. That
They,
looks good.
I think the season starts in October,
Ooh.
October to June, something like that. They're so
Okay.
good.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'll be sending you guys apples once they're in season. Okay,
Got it. Thanks.
you
Cool.
got it.
Cool. Next question and last question from me. What's the silliest thing, silliest gift you've ever received, or the silliest thing you've ever purchased for yourself?
Mm. Oh my God. I feel like I purchase silly things all the time. Shit. Ash, you go.
Okay, so I didn't purchase this. This is very important that people understand. I did not purchase this. It was received from a gift
She purchased it.
from my
Yeah.
stepdad. I don't remember if it was a Christmas gift or if it was just thinking of you, but it was a chair. But the thing is, it wasn't just like a chair that I am in. It was like just a sack. But what you had to do is you had to blow it up. It was like an air mattress chair. But the thing is when you blew it up with like, a standard like mattress inflator or I don't know, a fucking like hair dryer or leaf blower, it literally looked like a fucking vagina. It looked like
Interesting.
vagina lips. Like, and you would sit in it and you would just be like swallowed by this giant air inflated vagina that was meant to be a chair. And I will say they were comfy as fuck to sit in, but I could not take myself seriously. If I can find a picture, I'll like link it in because it was bad.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of looking for this one. I don't feel like I've ever gotten any. Now I'm gonna be getting like an influx of like dildos and all these other weird
Oh,
things.
like the white animal or the white Christmas party. What? It's not the white elephant. That sounded racist. The white Christmas party.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I guess I didn't. That's not a weird thing. I got a glow in the dark sword
That's
from arcade with my points.
that's actually kind of cool. I just put the inflatable lounge chair. But like, can you see how it kind of looks like a giant vagina if you like lay in the middle of it? You kind of make yourself into a human glizzy. Like you are the hot dog to the glizzy.
This does not look like a vagina at
No,
That
all.
does
but
not.
from the
What
top
vaginas are you
down,
looking at?
it looks like lips. Where should
Those are what are used at like music
This
festivals
looks
all
like
the
a fucking
time.
kayak more than anything.
I mean, the ones that we had, like this was just an example of like the inflatable component, but like if you looked top down and like you actually sat in it, like I know this girl is like happy as a
I
clam.
think you wanted to see that. Just-
It's just like heavy duty. It was heavy duty. I will say it was comfortable as shit, but like it looked like giant vagina.
cuddling all up in it.
Yeah, yeah, I can't really think of anything else that I bought weird. I mean, like some people would say me buying Chip a little sombrero is
I was
weird.
thinking the
No,
taco thing.
that's not weird. It's me loving my dog.
That's right.
Yeah, bought
Respect.
him socks.
Okay. Sorry to let you down.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you buy those bangs? Did you ever buy those online bangs, Laura? Damn.
Ah, shit, I didn't either.
Damn.
But now I'm into gotta save money. I can't buy dumb shit.
Got to save money for your $5,000 wiener dog.
No, I'm not buying that shit.
All right, what questions y'all have?
Mm, dang, I did not come prepared. Hold on. Let me think of something. Actually, do you guys watch Netflix?
Yes.
I do have Netflix, yes. For
What?
another month, and then we cancel it because it's football season. The football season. Fuck you.
Ugh, you're a
Listen,
football season person?
Oh no.
yes,
Yeah, oh no.
I am. I am. I'm a Midwestern girly. I'm a football whore.
Oh boy. I don't watch sports. I don't do
Same.
that.
Mm-mm.
Have
I
a
like
fucking trophy. Congrats. No, I'm kidding. I love football.
Hey, have you guys watched anything good on the Netflix?
Yes,
Trying
I
to get ideas. This
watched
is my
two
question.
things. Two things.
What?
The
Okay.
Michael Jordan slash Chicago Bulls documentary,
Yeah.
Last Dance.
Ah, yeah. No shit. I've seen that. It's good.
Phenomenal. Good. And then the next one we're watching, kind of along that same vein, I think it's called Quarterbacks, which, yes, football, but it is specifically following like three specific quarterbacks and kind of like their
Mm,
home life, but also their mentality of what it
okay.
takes to have that immense amount of pressure to essentially lead a team. So, yes,
Cool.
football, but like it's the same vein as Last Dance.
Yeah. All right. So we just watched The Deliverance. It's not the I don't know if you guys have ever seen Deliverance, where it's like squeal like a piggy, like
I've heard of it.
that old ass thing from like the 70s, I think. That's probably way off. But no, it's not some backwoods shit. It's the Deliverance. And it's like this kid that gets demented and it is crazy. It's like a Netflix film. And
Yeah.
sometimes like Netflix films are like hit or miss, usually a miss.
Yeah.
This one freaked me the fuck out. It was crazy. And then the one that we are still watching because it's long as hell. It's called 22 July. It's like about the real mass killing in Norway in 2011.
Dang.
Like this guy goes crazy and kills all these like I think he ended up killing like 77 kids at a summer camp for like all of these like high
This is
up
a legitimate
chiefs.
thing.
Yeah, it legit
Oh.
happened on July 22nd, 2011 in Norway, but it's fucking crazy. But yeah, those are my top two right now.
That's I feel like I never heard about that, and that's not that long ago.
Yeah, it's my second time watching it on Netflix. It's just like it's
You
nuts.
remember hearing about it when it happened though, in real time?
I don't remember my childhood.
Well, see, Meg and I would have been like
Yeah, that's true.
freshmen in high school around
Yeah,
2011,
how old was I? 2011.
like 13, 14. So I probably wouldn't have paid attention.
Nah, I was too worried about like lace trim tops from Hollister.
Fucking, yeah, well,
Who cares about a
except for the fat.
attack in Norway?
Yeah. No, I feel like that's a creepy one. That's
Yeah, I didn't
so
actually though, but it's pretty damn good. What about you, Laura? Netflix?
you don't know what I've been watching. You're gonna think less of me. So
Laura's like bear worms.
no. So did either of you watch on Hulu Tell Me Lies? It was like a season 2 years ago in 2022. First one is like they're all in college and one of them like ends up drunk driving and they kill a girl and they're trying to cover up that they killed the girl and uh
Wait, I've heard of this.
Sounds like a
yeah.
book I
I
read.
didn't watch it though. It's
So
on
the first
Prime.
season was out in 2022 and then the second one just came out like 2 days ago and I watched the first one last night.
The first season.
The first episode of the second season.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That sounds like the book that I read, but I don't remember what it was called. But it was like
It's
drunk
just
driving hit a girl.
literally everyone's fucking everybody and everyone's stabbing everybody in the back and all kinds of drama.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I'm really into like suspense and horror right now.
Dude,
I never go to bed.
Start reading though. Like it's one thing to like watch, but to read, you're like, oh, what happens next? And it's free if you get a
Ugh.
library card, just saying.
I'm not going to the fucking library.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You uncultured potato? Doesn't watch football, doesn't go to the library. Jesus, I sound
High
like a
five, Meg.
dunk.
Blonde girls unite.
Bitch, I'm blonde. I just fake it.
I'm cultured. The fuck? I ate Italian like last month. I eat Japanese food. I have sushi.
He's like, I
Welcome
ate
to the
Italian last
documentary
month.
that taking place.
You ate Italian last month. Fucking Laura bought kosher blessed bread yesterday. Like, damn, you guys are
I was so
everything.
excited. I sent Ashley a video. I'm getting in my car from Whole Foods. I was like, check out the label on my new sourdough bread, and it like says that it's stamped like officially kosher. I'm like,
Damn.
I've never seen that on a product before, so
Are
it
you
was like
were
Did
you
you feel
serious?
more Jewish?
I felt so like connected to my
You
relative.
like walked out of that bitch like holding it. Like just I am.
Like a menorah came down and just like blessed her.
You're just holding it, exiting the store. It comes with a complimentary menorah.
Complimentary menorah.
Like a Cracker Jack box with like the toy. This one comes.
Wait, Laura, hold on. You've never seen like products be like
It says
kosher
kosher.
rated?
Maybe it's existed, but I never noticed it.
Maybe not Whole Foods. I bet they're trying to be more cultured.
No, I bet you Whole Foods is like the whole reason why people can buy kosher stuff. But no, seriously, like that's always
Nah,
interesting for me. So like who's like
Walmart.
Walmart sells
Walmart has
kosher stuff.
kosher, and Walmart has the international aisle. Fuck Whole Foods.
Whole Foods hasn't.
Kosher honestly is one of those weird things because from what I understand, it's really just that if it's coming from an animal, they're killed the least like painful way possible. And if that's not with how everything's done, what the fuck?
So kosher is Hebrew for fit or proper, right? So anything
Ah,
that's
I'm kosher.
anything kosher is fit for consumption for Jewish people when it comes to
Oh,
like how foods are prepared or produced or handled.
so lettuce is lettuce kosher? You can eat lettuce.
It it would be as long as it's been prepared according to kosher law, right? So like there are certain things like meat and milk
Right.
products can't like be mixed and touched together. Like non-kosher food animals can't be mixed with
Yeah,
kosher food. So there's just like a bunch of like rules
cool.
according to like Jewish law.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Sounds like a lot.
I think it is, yeah.
It's you, not us. It's a lot of
Listen, I
you.
didn't choose this, okay?
She's like, I didn't choose the Jewish law, they chose me.
I like the whole Hanukkah thing that you get like a gift a day kind of
Dude, that's
thing.
what I'm saying. Like, fuck Christmas. Hanukkah's a whole fucking week of parties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but it was fun as a kid. The older we got, the less that like
Here's
the
an
parties.
eraser cap for
What I don't
day
get,
one.
what I don't get now is you don't celebrate Hanukkah or Christmas, so you just get fucked. Like, why don't you just pick one so that way you can like have gifts and shit?
So here's the thing. I was trying to like marry into Christianity by meeting a guy that was like, had a family that did holidays and
Yeah.
all that. I still haven't found that, so fuck me. So
Well, you don't
What's
have to be
Josh?
Christian to celebrate Christmas.
whatever, he celebrates Christmas, Josh's family doesn't do shit. So like I still
Really?
got
They don't celebrate Christmas?
really. I mean, everybody's somewhere different. One person, his dad's in
True.
Maine, his mom's in South Carolina. Like,
Yeah.
We'll come celebrate with the Markhams for Christmas and may come up for Thanksgiving. Like we
That's
always.
what we were thinking. Because we're probably not going up north for Thanksgiving because it's easier on Christmas because you have like a week off from work. Well,
Yeah.
regular people work. Like you have a week and a half, whatever. So we could go visit my family and then we could go visit his.
Yeah.
But for Thanksgiving, it's like it's one day. How can we do
where's his
that?
family?
He's what?
Where's his family again?
Pennsylvania. And mine's in West Virginia. So it's not like a huge hike, but it's a good 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive probably.
Yeah.
So we're trying to think of something for Thanksgiving. We were gonna go somewhere in like the mountainous region, but again, saving money now. So we might do
What are you saving so much money for? What are you getting? A new kidney? Like, what are you doing?
no, nothing. I feel like I lost a kidney today. So that's why. But definitely not buying a low rider dog. But I'll think about that, Ash, with the whole thing.
Just let us know. We
Yeah,
Markhams always do good Thanksgiving stuff. Everything's always homemade from scratch. If you do, just let
cool.
us know because we'll probably have to end up buying a bigger table. Which, oh no, big problems. Have to buy a bigger table because people want to see us.
I'll
Wow.
bring some Pillsbury uh
You know what,
rolls.
bitch? I make stuff.
Croissant?
I make yeast rolls from scratch. I either do yeast rolls or the brown bread from Cheesecake Factory. Dude,
You
Hey, I'll bring a fucking pie. That's store
just
bought.
bring yourself. No, just bring your bring
Ash
it
is
to the
one of
episode.
those that need to make everything from
I
scratch.
know.
I only
Like a
do
cake
it twice a
too.
year though. Like I do Thanksgiving and
Do that
Christmas.
fucking
I just
never.
love to cook. I love to cook.
Do you make cranberry relish?
I do, yes.
Relish?
Good cranberry relish.
Yeah, so you like get a bag of cranberries,
Mm-hmm.
stovetop.
Mm-hmm.
I zest an orange. I use the orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
And I do use like stevia to sweeten it, not full sugar because you don't really need the sugar, but like you just do it over stovetop until the pectin activates and it just makes like a relish. You don't
Okay.
need a lot. It's not like you're like eating like this much cranberry. It's just like enough to
I
kind of
am.
like clean your palate because it's like,
I love cranberry
dude,
relish.
I do too. Eric's
I
like, I
put
don't
that
get
shit
it, but
on
I'm like, oh,
everything.
bro. I'm like, fuck your mashed potatoes. Give me that relish.
I'm so like I don't like fall winter weather, but I love the burr months, like September, October, November, December. It just feels wholesome and
They're
good.
cozy. That's why
Yeah.
they're cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's still hot as balls down here and like humid, but like, yeah,
it's
I'm
cozy.
good. It's cozy still.
You guys will be in tank tops, and I'm gonna be in like winter coats and flannels and
Yeah.
all the things.
That's
Right.
on you.
Yeah, I
That's
know. I'm
that's
working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, Laura, you can come down and enjoy the cozy tank top weather if
do
you want to
it.
come down for
I didn't
Thanksgiving.
say anything because I've told you like 4 times now that we were going to, but this was just brought up to me again the other day for like second to last week of October.
Well, you guys can come over, stay with us. I don't care. Like we're here. Like we're not going home for Thanksgiving because I want to make Eric cinnamon rolls Christmas morning, and I want to do that in the comfort of my own fucking pajamas and not being at my mommy's place. I want to fuck on Christmas morning in my own bed and not my childhood bed because that is traumatizing.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't
Dude,
sound right.
How did we get
dude.
here?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I thought we were talking about Thanksgiving.
Right?
Well, I was talking about holidays in general.
Okay,
But yeah, we're having our own Christmas, our own traditions.
that's exciting.
Yeah. But all right, ladies.
All
Good
right,
good potting with you. Love you. Grateful
bye.
for you. All
Bye.
right. Bye.